This video documents the wonderful experiences of Americans who have traveled to China and those living there. This is Comfort for Life, and I bring to you a compilation of TikTok and Xiaohoshi videos for educational purposes. It is fascinating to see that people who visited China 30 years ago still recount the same kindness and generosity from the Chinese people as those who have traveled there recently. If you traveled to China, you need to watch this. I have a question for Chinese people watching this video right now. How long has this tradition of kindness existed, and what keeps this chain of warmth and hospitality alive? What are you guys doing for not changing? Because you say that people change, but what keeps you going with this hospitality and warmth? Like the video for recommendation, and let's dive into this exciting and interesting video.
36 years ago, I visited China, and it was amazing. We traveled from Beijing to Guangzhou by train, and the tickets we got were the third class hard seat. And I tell you, that car was jam-packed with people. But you know what? We had so much fun, because even though we couldn't speak any Chinese and no one in the car could speak English, we started drawing pictures and telling stories. Got a piece of paper and a pen, and I would draw a picture, and the guys on the other side, the guys sitting with us, they would draw pictures, and we would go back and forth all day, having fun, making jokes, arguing, and just it was an amazing time. And since that trip, I have always wanted to come back to China, and I am so thankful that now I can connect directly with Chinese people.
The locals are so kind in coming, he's sharing his chips with us. It's like, it's not cooked.
Yeah?
Is this potato? Yeah. It cooks, it tastes crunchy. Yeah? Ah, yeah. That's the style. So it's like maybe a different style. It's very spicy, more crunchy, and they're trying to share the food. They're trying to give us their food. I'm trying to give them our food.
不用了，不用了，你们吃，你们吃，不用客气，你们吃。不用了，不用了，你们吃，谢谢啊。
Ah, he said no need, you have to eat. Thank you.
Sure.
So kind in China, the people, and we cannot speak a word. Like in this situation, I wish I can speak Mandarin more.
But you can feel.
Yeah, they're so kind, generous. Thank you.
It's okay. 我们重新吃嘛，拿走了。
It's okay, no worries.
你们拿去吃，我们还有呢，还有，拿去尝一下嘛，尝一下。
Thank you. 谢谢。
不用谢谢，很好。
Thank you. Sure.
Chinese are too kind.
I feel the genuinity because I feel like they're welcoming us, you know.
But I actually want to know from any Chinese people watching,
Guys, what
is it
this?
rude to take, because in our culture it's always like, oh no thank you, you know, people just offer but people don't really take, but in China maybe it's different. Are you meant to take? We're not sure.
Здравствуйте. Сися.
Hey, it's Tony again, and as an American staying in China, I wanted to try doing the 100 RMB challenge. Let's go. And being an American, I was pleasantly surprised to see how cheap everything is. I got some apples, I got some tomatoes, I even got some celery. That's not good celery. This is good celery. I even found some things on discount. As I was wandering around the store, I suddenly realized something. I was here for just snacks, and I got snack after snack after snack. Look at me, I'm happy. I got some starch. I have no idea what I'm gonna use this for, but I'll figure it out later. I was actually surprised that these aunties weigh and label my food. This one was pre-labeled. So is this used for bacon? After doing some horrible math, I calculated all of my food, and this is what I think I have left. So I look out for the cash register or checkout station. I figured out I had to put my phone number in, so I figured it out. So now I can start scanning. The more I scanned all of my goods, I was starting to realize that the price wasn't quite adding up the way I added it on my end. This whole experience was actually pretty interesting. I found out that I paid with this screen. And yes, guys, we do pack our own groceries in America too. Okay guys, I finished my Chinese supermarket challenge. So this actually costed me about 83 RMB. In America, that probably would have costed me about $200. That's expensive. So if you guys have any other challenges for me to do, just comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Are Chinese people only kind to me because I'm white? So I posted quite a few videos here on Chinese social media recently talking about how kind and welcoming I find the Chinese people to be. And I had a few responses in the comments sections which I found to be a little bit disappointing. People were saying things such as, Tim, if you were black, they wouldn't be nice to you.
Can I get a N-word pass?
Okay, you're asking, can you get a nigga pass? Yes, you can get a nigga pass because you're a nigga too. You are a nigga too. It's in their DNA.
Can I post it online?
Yes, you can. Say it, my nigga.
Oh no! No, I think people will scold.
I said say it. You're fine with me.
For my American.
You can say it. Are you really serious?
Henry, hey, you're gonna get canceled in 3 years.
You're not gonna get canceled. Chinese people have nigga DNA too.
Everybody does. What?
Everyone.
Hey.
Like, it's already like, it's coming out now. Everyone. We are the originals and everyone is a copy. So, so everyone has a nigger blood. Let's just stop making fun of this.
Because I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, your ancestors were first black, then climate change caused a difference in your DNA. Don't worry. You know what? You can say it when you're fucking too. You're like, you know what? I'm a nigga.
What's up, my
Or Tim, Chinese people view white people as superior because they think we're all super wealthy and well educated. And I have to disagree with this, guys. I think these concepts are very outdated, and I have to give you an experience from my own life, which is a very good friend of mine who is a black African from the country of Rwanda. He's been living in China now for quite a few years and has had a similarly positive experience to my own. Chinese people are very kind to him. They will go out of their way to help him. They will treat him for dinners and such, and without asking for anything in return. So I really haven't seen any examples of this negativity or even racism in my own life. And I think it is quite dangerous and cynical to assume that most Chinese people are like this. And I personally believe that the majority of Chinese people are very kind, very welcoming, very hospitable to guests within their country. I am wondering what your opinions are though, guys, and if you've had any experiences of your own, whether they're positive or negative, please let me know in the comments section. And wherever you guys are today, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and you take care, okay?
I'm in Guangzhou, China, and my uncle had a little too much to drink. And the US need to take some notes because they have an app here where you can book someone that pulls up on an electric bike who will walk you to your car, break down their bike neatly, put it in your trunk, and drive you and your car safely home. This service costs us a little over $2 for like a 30-minute drive home. My mind was blown this entire experience. First of all, look how small this bike folds into. Look how quickly he does it. This is a very professional experience. They also also bring a moving blanket that they put a bike on so it doesn't mess up your car. It's crazy because this service is so accessible to everybody. And in China, it's a really big deal if you're caught driving while you're under the influence of any kind. So much so that there's a lot of random checkpoints where a cop will pull you over and perform a breathalyzer test, and you will go to jail if you fail it. There are so many drunk driving accidents, and I feel like a lot of it could be prevented if a service like this existed.
I ate whatever my taxi driver in China told me to. The dish in question is called yan mian, and here in Meizhou, Guangdong province, locals eat it pretty much every day for breakfast. 你今天早上也吃了吗? First impressions, it's looking less flavored, but when you smell it, it smells very flavorful. It smells quite garlicky.
Yeah, I just bit on like tiny bit of fried garlic. It was so garlicky.
I know. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Italian. How do you say this pasta? I'm really bad at saying it. Olio, aglio, olio. It's like that pasta that's basically like pasta with a garlic oily sauce. They have this sauce on the table. It's a locally produced chili garlic sauce. It smells so garlicky. Wow. It's not that spicy, it's just really garlicky. We also learned from our driver you should order your yan mian with a side of soup, and I can understand why. This tomato, ginger and beef soup was the perfect zingy tangy match for this garlicky salty noodle. 10 out of 10 breakfast and only $1.50. Follow me for more.
Travel through time as you immerse in this ancient Chinese palace-style dining experience. Indulge in a delectable 7-course meal coupled with an elaborate cultural performance. Guests are encouraged to embrace the culture by wearing traditional hanfu and accessories. VIP seating allows a front row view and direct interaction with the performers. The remarkable service and immaculate atmosphere will warm your heart as you embark on this amazing culinary adventure in Shanghai, China.
Hello everybody, Simon here. I would like to come on and explain something that's just happened to me. I feel quite emotional about it. Somebody just stopped me in the street and said to me they watched my videos and wanted to thank me personally for my videos and promotion of China and how I see things and my videos in general. And I said to the gentleman, you know, I spoke to him in Chinese because at first he was trying to communicate with me by his phone. And I just said, look, I've been to more than 100 countries and now, in my humble opinion, China is the safest, is the nicest, the kindest people, the best food, in my humble opinion, the most convenient, the most modern, the most highest technology in the world. So for me, it's relatively straightforward as far as what I'm doing, as far as living my life in China with my son. I just wanted to come on and say a big thank you to everybody for following me. I also want to say a big thank you to everybody literally for supporting me throughout my journey and my son as well. So I would just like to say once more a big thank you to everybody. It means so much to me, Chinese people, for my life in China. A big thank you once again. Take care for now, guys. Enjoy your Spring Festival break and I shall see you all very shortly. Take care.
Hi, I'm an American who moved to Beijing and I'm sharing the first 30 days of my adjusting to life here. So this is my Xiaochu, which is an apartment complex. Ours has a pond, which my husband picked because he was looking for apartments before I came here. I've never lived so far from the ocean and it actually helps. And so there's a really big push in China to move people from the countryside to cities. So when they set up these apartment complexes, the Xiaochus across China, there's a rule that within 15 minutes you have everything you need. So the schools, the grocery stores, you know, we have our laundry, we have a nail salon, hairdresser. So that's one thing that's really convenient about life in China. And I have to say the apartments are really well done. I am not a city girly. I lived in New York City and then since then I've mostly lived in beach towns for most of my adult life. But I find it very relaxing and calm here.
I'm sure you guys can agree with me, the West is absolutely ridiculous telling me that Chinese people are oppressed. Look at this. Look at how the Chinese people are enjoying their time. Oppressed? I don't know if these people are tourists or if they actually live in the city, but everyone is just having a great time here in China. It makes you fall more in love with this country. The people of this country loving their own country, you can't say a bad thing about.
大家好 我是英语老师 Adam. Today I'm here with my mother who's come to visit me in Shanghai. Hello, Mum.
Hello, everyone.
So we're just going to have a conversation about your experience in China and how I feel about living in China compared to the UK and what your opinion is on that. All right. So how's it been?
Yes, it's been lovely. Been here for 2.5 weeks now. The weather is very cold and very difficult to accept. However, the lovely sunshine today has made it feel better. And the beautiful decorations for Chinese New Year celebration that I've never experienced before. This is my 4th visit to China mainland, and I absolutely love it. I love the people. The people are so kind and sweet and interested in me, and it really is a lovely experience to come here.
And so, like, one of the reasons why I like living here is, like, I feel like there's more opportunity here. Like, it feels like a hopeful country compared to UK. Like, how do you feel about China in comparison to the UK?
It's extremely well run. They seem to have smoothed out all the possibilities of taking the winter that we have not in the UK. You know, every so often, every few years, our government changes. This is very disruptive on everything, all of our systems and how they work. Whereas the Chinese, you have the one system, it works like that, and it works extremely well. I'm always very struck by the efficiency of the transport system. We took a big overland train down to Hangzhou last week, and the system within the station was just unbelievable and never to be seen in the UK. It's a complete nonsense and a complete mishmash, and the rules are changing all the time. It's dreadful.
Not to mention the cost, right?
And the cost as well is just ridiculous. There's no comparison with what I would pay in the UK on the London metro system.
All right. How else do you feel like in terms of, say, like things like safety and security or...
Yes, I feel very safe here. I have been out at night to shop to get a few things and then come back in the dark on my own. I've felt no fear for my own safety. It's really been marvellous.
So you've spoken about people, you've spoken about transport. What about, like, say, like the food?
Yes, the food is lovely. There's plenty of choice. You can actually eat around the world if you want to, but I don't see why you would want to, because Chinese cuisine of all of the regions have their own delicacies and specialities. And they're very nice to taste and try the different ones. Really lovely.
What do you want to eat tonight?
I'm yet to try my favourite red bean soup.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll have to try and get some.
So maybe we can get some.
Yeah. Oh, and it's red for the new year, right?
Like all the decorations over here.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, I realised I've only been speaking Chinese in my videos, so I thought it'd be good to talk to you guys in English. If you didn't already guess, my name is Alex. I'm 30 years old, and about a month ago, me and my wife made a big decision to quit our jobs in the UK and move to Chengdu. At the moment, we just want to travel, but I do plan to find some work in the future. Let me know in the comment section if I spoke too quickly or slowly, and if you'd like me to speak more English in the future, in my future videos. See you next time. Bye.
Oh, and a lot of people also are asking, did you know Mandarin before moving? No, girl. I didn't know any Mandarin. I tried. Okay. What is that? Rosetta Stone? Because Disney also gave us a free subscription with Rosetta Stone. And I tried to learn and I learned ni hao and how to say my name. And that was about it. So once I got here, that's something actually that I was extremely nervous about. Like, how are you going to move to another country and you don't know how to speak the language? What? But Shanghai is so international that you could get away.
with not knowing how to speak English. And plus we have so many translator apps now. But anyway, so I did miss home, but my mom ended up coming to visit me. We went to the Great Wall of China. That was such a beautiful experience. And I will say that's what I love most about living abroad, is that you open up the minds of your friends and family as well that are still in your hometown, and they get to like live through you for a minute, or they're inspired to actually go see the world for themselves. So I love it. So that's the story of how I ended up moving to China. That's just the part one though, because the story just gets so juicy. But I hope you guys are left with this. Again, I hope you know that though life has many setbacks, use every single setback as an opportunity to launch you forward into where you're supposed to be at in life, what you're supposed to be doing in this life. It's okay to start over. Like, I've started over 50 million times already, and I will start over again if I have to. But guys, I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all's comments down below. Y'all have been so nice. And yeah, I hope that you guys love the story. I'm getting ready to head out. My nails are done. I'm just gonna put on some smell good. This Giorgio Armani got me in a chokehold. But yes, guys, I love y'all so much. Remember, you are royalty. You are a queen. I love you. What I need.
I've been in China for 16 years, and I can't speak Chinese. Who do you think that bothers the most? Me? Wrong. It's my wife who suffers the most. When I can't speak Chinese to my Chinese father-in-law, we sometimes argue terribly, and we have to wait till my wife gets back. We need a translator. When I want to go out, I have to take my wife with me. She's my translator and my cash machine. I give her all of my earnings, and she deals with anything to do with money. I am grateful for my wife not hating my inability to speak Chinese, because I don't eat Chinese food. She cooks a Western meal at the same time so we can eat together. I'm glad
I know that China has made it easy for people to travel to their country without knowing the language. But do you think it's right not to make an effort to learn? We are seeing Americans learning this language, they're trying hard. We don't know who are the ones who will be able to speak it fluently, but at least they have shown interest in the language. And I know that when you reach a certain age, learning a new language becomes a challenge. But yeah, he looks young to learn a language. So I feel like if you want to travel to China, kindly do some effort, especially if you want to live there. The best way to connect with people is to learn their language, to speak their language. I know Chinese are so generous. They can translate. We have Google Translator and all that. But I love receiving first-hand information from people, like from ear to mouth. From mouth to ear. I really want to hear that without passing through translator and all that. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video to this extent. I want to leave you with a few vocabularies that you will have to be, you have to keep in mind as you travel to China. These are things that are common that you'll hear almost everywhere, and they'll be addressing you. So kindly learn a few vocabularies at least if you want to travel to China. Yeah. I'll leave you with this clip, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section. This is Comfort for Life. Subscribe for more related videos. I appreciate your time here.
Even if you've never taught a class in your entire life, people still call you 老师 to show respect. Like 摄影老师 photographer. 帅哥 handsome man. 帅哥 美女 beautiful lady 美女. Even if you're unattractive, people still call you this to show respect. In China, everyone is beautiful. Hey, 帅哥 can I get the menu? Hey, 美女 check please. Alright, see you, 师傅.